get ready to dive deep into resumes.
Yeah.
Because we're about to unpack the secrets to make yours stand out.
Absolutely.
And not just, stand out in any old way.
Right.
But stand out in the way that grabs a recruiter's attention.
Yes.
In today's, crazy fast job market.
Yeah.
And to help us do that, we've got some amazing insights. Straight from the experts at UK Job Opportunities.
Okay.
They've seen it all.
Oh, yeah.
Tons and tons of resumes.
Thousands.
So they know
Yep.
what works and what doesn't.
For sure.
Now, I don't know about you, but when I think about sending my resume out there, it's kind of like sending a little piece of myself out into the void.
Into the unknown.
Hoping it lands in the right hand.
Exactly.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Studies show that recruiters might only spend
Really?
10 seconds
10 seconds.
scanning your resume.
Wow.
10 seconds.
That's not a lot of time.
Before they decide whether to move forward with you or not.
Oh, wow.
So we've got to make those 10 seconds count.
Okay, so how do we do that?
Well, that's what this whole deep dive is all about.
Right.
And one of the first things our experts emphasized is clarity.
Okay.
And simplicity.
Right.
Your resume, it needs to be clean,
Makes sense.
easy to read, and well organized. So what do you think? Why is that so important?
Well, it's all about first impressions, right? If a recruiter is struggling to even decipher your resume,
Right.
it just reflects poorly on you even before they get to your actual qualifications.
Makes sense.
It's like showing up to an interview in a wrinkled suit.
Oh, yeah.
Versus a sharp, tailored one.
First impressions matter.
They do, yeah.
Big time.
A clean, well-organized resume, it shows professionalism.
Right.
It's it shows respect for the recruiter's time and that you value clear communication.
Yeah, it's like you're saying, hey, I respect you enough to make this easy for you to read.
Exactly.
All right, so we've got to nail that first impression.
Definitely.
And that starts with making sure our contact info is on point.
Yes. Contact information.
Now, this might seem basic,
Yeah.
but you would be surprised how many people get this wrong.
What are some common mistakes?
Well, for starters, make sure your contact information is easy to find.
Okay.
And professional include your full name,
Okay.
phone number, and a professional email address. And please ditch the quirky email address
Oh, yeah.
that you've had since high school.
What kind of quirky?
You know, the one with your childhood obsession with, I don't know, ninjas or something?
Oh, yeah.
No ninjas.
No ninjas.
Right.
I think a good rule of thumb is your email address
Okay.
should reflect the professional you are today.
And not the one who was obsessed with ninjas
Right.
back in the day.
I like that.
Okay, so professional email address, check. What about LinkedIn?
Oh, good point. LinkedIn.
I've heard that's becoming increasingly important.
It is. It's huge.
Is it?
Yeah.
Should we be including that in our contact info as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Think of your LinkedIn profile as a digital handshake.
Ooh.
Right.
I like that.
An extension of your resume.
Oh, okay.
Make sure to include a link
Right.
there with your other contact info.
Got it.
It lets recruiters see a more holistic view
Okay.
of your professional journey.
So, contact info, check.
Check.
What else should we be focusing on?
All right. So we've got the header
Yeah.
with our contact info.
Yeah,
What else is going to grab their attention?
Right, in those first 10 seconds.
Your resume title.
Okay.
Don't just write your name at the top.
Right.
Like John Smith.
Okay. So not just John Smith.
Right. Instead, use a title that clearly says what you do and matches the job you want.
Yeah.
Like John Smith, experienced marketing specialist,
Okay.
or, John Smith, certified financial analyst,
Got it.
something like that.
So you're basically giving them a snapshot of who you are
Exactly.
and what you bring to the table.
Right from the start.
Right from the start. So no more making them dig for that information.
Exactly. Make it easy for them.
Make it easy.
To see, okay, this person's skills and experience match what we're looking for.
Got it.
Right.
All right. So we've got our clear formatting,
Yes.
professional contact info, and a strong resume title.
That's a great foundation.
Okay. So what's next?
Let's talk about the meat of the resume, the content.
All right.
Let's ditch the objective statement.
Wait,
yeah.
No objective statement. Yeah. I always thought that was like resume writing 101.
I know it used to be,
right,
but it's outdated.
Really?
Yeah, in today's job market, a professional summary is way more effective.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Okay.
What's the difference?
So an objective statement, it focuses on what you want from a job.
Okay.
A professional summary highlights what you bring to the employer.
Got it.
The value you offer.
Okay.
It's subtle, but it's a powerful shift.
Interesting. Yeah. So instead of saying seeking a challenging position in marketing, I should be focusing on my key skills and accomplishments.
Exactly.
Okay.
So instead of stating your objective, you could say something like,
give me an example.
Results-driven marketing professional.
Okay.
With 5 years of experience in digital marketing.
Okay.
And a proven track record.
We will like that.
Of increasing brand awareness and driving sales.
So it's like an elevator pitch.
Yes.
For your entire resume.
That's a great way to put it.
Right.
Yeah.
You're capturing their attention.
You got to capture their attention and make them want to learn more.
All right.
Put your best foot forward.
Okay. So we've replaced that outdated objective statement.
Out with the old.
With the compelling.
In with the new.
Professional summary.
Yes.
What comes next?
Okay, so think about adding a key skills section.
Key skills. Okay.
This is like a recruiter's cheat sheet.
Okay.
A quick glance at the skills you've got. That are most relevant to the job.
So this is where I really tailor my resume.
Yes.
To the specific job description.
Every single time.
Right. I should be highlighting
exactly
the skills they're explicitly looking for.
It shows you're paying attention.
Right.
And that you're a good fit.
And this is also where keywords come into play.
Yep. Yes, keywords.
Right.
Absolutely.
But we'll dive deeper into that.
We'll get to those.
A bit later.
Okay.
For now, just remember.
Right.
Key skills section.
Yep.
Should be a clear and concise,
easy to read
snapshot of your core competencies.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got our professional summary.
Yes.
And our key skills section.
What's next?
Now we're getting to the heart. Of the resume.
Yeah.
The experience section.
The experience. Yes.
So should I be listing my previous jobs in reverse chronological order?
Yes.
Like I've always done.
That's the standard.
Okay, so we're sticking with that.
Yeah.
But the key here is to shift our thinking.
Okay.
From simply listing job duties to highlighting accomplishments.
Accomplishments, yes.
So instead of saying responsible for managing social media accounts.
Yeah. Nobody wants to read that.
I should be saying something like,
give me an example.
Grew social media following by 20%.
Much better.
And increased engagement by 15%.
Now you're talking.
Okay.
Because recruiters they want to see results. They want to know how you've added value.
Yeah.
How you've made an impact.
So they're looking for someone who can deliver.
Who can get things done.
Someone who has a proven track record of success.
Exactly.
Okay, so when we're describing our experience, we need to focus on quantifiable achievements.
Numbers. Yes.
And use action verbs.
Action verbs?
To showcase our contributions.
Exactly.
We'll delve deeper into this.
Yeah, we'll get into the specifics.
A bit later.
Okay.
But for now, just remember, the experience section is where you really get to show off.
It's your time to shine.
What you're capable of.
Yes.
Okay, so we've covered the professional summary, key skills, and experience sections.
Okay.
What about education?
Yeah, good question.
And certifications.
Education.
Are those still important?
They are, especially in some fields.
Okay.
This section should be straightforward.
Okay.
Just the facts.
Right.
List your degree.
Right.
Where you went to school.
Yeah.
And any certifications you have.
Got it.
That are relevant to the job.
Should I include my GPA?
Oh, that's a good question. It depends.
It does.
Yeah, if your GPA is, really impressive, go for it.
Okay.
But if it's not,
it's
totally fine to leave it out.
Okay, so no need to stress about that.
Exactly. Okay. Just focus on the parts of your education that are most relevant to the job.
Okay. Are there any other sections?
Sections, yeah.
I should consider adding?
There are a few optional ones that can add value depending on, your background and the job you're going for.
Like what?
Like, projects.
Projects.
Okay. Languages.
Volunteer work.
Stuff like that.
Oh.
Just, any other relevant skills or experiences you want to highlight.
So it's all about painting a complete picture of myself as a candidate.
Of you as a candidate.
Right.
But remember, every section should be telling a story.
Yeah.
It should all tie together to show why you're the perfect person for this job.
Got it.
Okay.
This is all great advice.
Good.
I'm already feeling much more confident.
Good. I'm glad.
About, like, how to structure my resume.
Yeah.
But we got to go beyond the basics, right? Like, how do I make sure my resume truly stands out in today's incredibly competitive job market?
That's a great question, and that's where we're headed next. We're about to dive into the world of applicant tracking systems.
Ooh.
Those digital gatekeepers.
Okay.
That can make or break your chances of even getting an interview.
I'm all ears.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, you mentioned applicant tracking systems?
Yeah, ATS.
Or ATS. I have to admit, the thought of my resume being judged by a robot before it even reaches a human
it's a little scary.
Is a little intimidating.
Yeah.
But you're saying we need to understand how these systems work.
Yeah, you do. You have to understand how they work.
Okay, tell me everything.
Okay, so
how does this game work?
ATS is basically software that a lot of companies use to filter and manage all the applications they get.
Right, because they get so many.
They get tons. It's like a flood.
And they scan resumes for specific keywords and phrases that match the job requirement.
Exactly.
So if my resume doesn't have those magic keywords, it might get rejected.
It might, yeah.
Before a human even sees it.
That's the risk.
Okay, so how do we avoid that?
All right, so first, we need to dissect the job description.
Okay.
Like a detective.
Right.
We need to identify the most important keywords and skills they're looking for.
Okay, so really pay attention to the wording.
Yeah, don't just focus on the obvious ones.
Okay.
Look for those, what we call long tail keywords.
Long tail keywords.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar.
Okay, so
think of them as phrases that are more specific than general keywords.
Can you give me an example?
Yeah, so instead of just using marketing, you might use digital marketing strategy.
Got it.
Or content marketing analytics.
So it's more specific.
Right. It shows you really understand the role.
And it might not be something that everyone's putting on their resume.
Exactly. It helps you stand out.
Okay. So we've identified those key phrases. Now what? Now we need to incorporate them naturally throughout your resume. Especially in those key skills and experience sections.
So I'm mirroring the language of the job description, but in a subtle, authentic way.
Right. You don't want it to sound robotic.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to sound like a robot.
You want it to sound natural. Yeah, like a human wrote it.
Okay. Sure.
So it's like a balance. You know, you're speaking the ATS's language, but you're also appealing to a human reader.
Right. It's a delicate balance.
It is. It's a bit of an art.
Okay. So what else should we keep in mind?
Let's talk about action verbs.
Okay. Action verbs. Like what?
Yeah. Like instead of saying responsible for managing social media accounts.
Right. Which is kind of passive.
Yeah. It's boring. Nobody wants to read that.
You want to use something more active.
Yeah. Something that shows what you actually did.
Okay. Give me an example.
Okay. How about this? Developed and implemented a social media strategy. That increased followers by 20%.
Ooh, I like that.
And boosted engagement by 15%.
Okay. So we're quantifying those results?
Yeah, numbers. They're powerful.
And we're using those action verbs.
Yeah.
To really make it pop.
You got it.
It's not just like what I was responsible for.
Right.
But what I actually did.
What you achieved. Yeah.
And the results I achieved.
Exactly.
Okay.
So speaking of showcasing impact. Let's talk about quantifying your achievements.
Okay. Numbers speak louder than words.
They do. They really do.
Right.
Whenever possible.
Yeah.
Use numbers, percentages, specific metrics to demonstrate the impact you've had.
Got it.
So instead of saying improved customer satisfaction, you could say increased customer satisfaction ratings by 10%.
Okay.
As measured by post-service surveys.
Wow. That's very specific.
It is. It's convincing.
And it's measurable. Okay. I'm starting to get the hang of this.
It's good.
Keywords. Action verbs. Quantifiable results.
It's all coming together.
It's like a recipe for ATS success.
Exactly.
But I have to ask. Isn't there a risk of sounding too generic?
That's a good point.
If I'm just mirroring the language of every job description. how do I maintain my own unique voice?
That's important.
And highlight what makes me special.
Okay, so that brings us to another really crucial aspect of resume writing.
Okay.
Tailoring.
Tailoring, okay. Yeah. So don't use
a generic one-size-fits-all resume.
Got it.
Take the time to tailor your resume to each specific job you apply for.
So I should be tweaking things.
Yeah, like
my professional summary.
Yeah.
And my key skills section to really align with the specific requirements of each job.
You got it.
Okay, so it's like custom fitting.
Yes, custom fitting.
My resume.
For
each opportunity.
For each opportunity, exactly.
Okay, so for example, if a job description emphasizes teamwork and collaboration, I need to make sure my resume highlights experiences.
Exactly.
Where I successfully worked as part of a team.
Right. Show them you can collaborate.
And if a job requires strong analytical skills.
Analytical skills.
I should prioritize experiences.
Yes.
That showcase those skills.
Exactly.
Even if it means reordering.
Yeah, reordering, moving things around.
Sections of my resume.
Your resume is not set in stone.
Right.
You can change it up to highlight what's most important.
So the goal is to make it
crystal clear to both the ATS and the recruiter that you are a perfect match.
Got it.
For what they're looking for.
Okay.
Right.
Tailoring my resume for each job.
Tailoring, yes.
Got it.
It takes time.
Okay. So we've talked about playing the ATS game.
Yeah, it's a game.
Strategically.
It is.
Now, are there any resume red flags?
Oh, yeah.
Things that might make a recruiter instantly hit the delete button?
There are definitely some things that will make them cringe.
Like what?
Okay. One of the biggest turnoffs is irrelevant information.
Okay, irrelevant information. Like what? Give me an example.
Jobs from high school.
Okay.
Unless they're directly related to the job you want now.
Right.
It's time to let them go.
So no need to mention.
Probably not.
My award-winning burger flipping skills.
Unless you're applying to be a chef.
Right, unless it's relevant.
Exactly.
Okay, what else should we avoid?
Okay, another big no-no is overused buzzwords.
Buzzwords, okay.
Yeah, those cliches.
Okay, like what?
Like, team player.
Yeah, okay.
Hard worker.
Yeah.
Results oriented.
Right. Everyone says that.
Everyone says those. They've lost all meaning.
Show, don't tell.
Yes, show, don't tell.
Instead of just saying, I have these qualities.
Right.
I need to be demonstrating them.
Show them.
Through concrete examples.
Exactly.
My accomplishment.
You got it.
Okay. And speaking of things that make recruiters cringe.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about
grammar.
Grammar and formatting errors.
Oh, those are the worst.
A typo.
Yes, a typo can kill your resume.
Can really ruin an otherwise.
It can ruin an amazing resume.
Impressive resume.
Yeah, inconsistent formatting, typos.
Yeah.
Grammatical errors.
Right.
They just show.
It just makes it look like you didn't care.
Yeah, it looks like you don't care.
Right.
It looks like you rushed it.
Yeah.
So, proofread. Yes.
Maybe even get a fresh pair of eyes.
A fresh pair of eyes is always good.
To look it over.
Yeah. Like a friend, a family member, or a career counselor. They can catch those little errors.
Right. Because sometimes we miss our own mistakes.
We do. We're blind to our own mistakes.
Okay. So we're banishing.
Yes.
Irrelevant info.
Out with the irrelevant.
Buzzwords.
No buzzword.
And grammar errors.
Grammar is important.
Anything else?
One more thing.
To add to the avoid at all costs list.
Okay. Don't overwhelm the recruiter. With too much information.
Right. Keep it concise.
Yeah, keep it concise.
Easy to read.
Easy to read.
And really focus on the most important qualifications.
Exactly.
So quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity, yes.
Okay. I'm feeling much more confident.
Good.
About what not to do.
Good.
Now let's talk about those pro tips.
Pro tips?
What are those secret weapons?
Oh yeah, the secret sauce.
That will really help me stand out.
Okay.
From the crowd.
Let's talk about adaptability.
Okay, adaptability.
Yeah.
So, like, being able to
adjust. Yeah.
To new situations.
New situations, new technology.
Right. And new challenges.
Right.
So it's not just about the skills I have right now.
Right.
But also my potential.
It's about potential.
To learn.
Yes.
And grow.
Exactly.
So how do I
effectively
demonstrate that adaptability
and
willingness to learn?
Highlight any courses you've taken.
Okay. Courses, all right.
Workshops you've attended.
Workshops.
Yeah.
Okay.
New skills you've developed.
So even if it's not, directly related.
Doesn't have to be directly related.
To my previous work experience.
Right.
If it shows
you're
eager to learn.
Willing to learn new things.
Yes, put it on.
Oh, she'd include it. Okay. Because it shows initiative and a desire to grow.
Right. Which are valuable.
Those are super valuable.
Especially in today's market.
Absolutely.
Okay. So showcasing adaptability. Highlighting lifelong learning. What other pro tips do you have?
Let's talk about soft skills.
Okay, soft skills.
Yeah.
Like communication.
Teamwork, problem solving, all those good things.
But it's not enough.
It's not enough to just list them.
Just list them.
Right.
On my resume.
Yeah, anybody can do that.
Right.
You have to show them.
So instead of saying
I'm a team player.
I'm a team player.
Right.
I should be demonstrating.
Yes.
My teamwork skills. Through specific examples of how I've collaborated with others successfully.
Give them evidence.
In the past.
Yeah, back up your claims.
Okay, so show, don't tell.
Show, don't tell.
We're back to that.
It's a golden rule of resume writing.
Okay.
And remember, when you're describing your accomplishments, use those action verbs we talked about.
Action verbs, got it.
Okay.
Showcase adaptability. Highlight lifelong learning. Demonstrate soft skills.
Yes.
Through concrete examples. Anything else.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, yes.
So it's not just about
having a profile.
You
have to make sure it's good.
So it needs to be polished.
It's professional. Up to date.
Optimized.
Right. So it's basically...
Think of it as an extension of your resume.
Okay.
But it's online. It's dynamic.
Okay.
It's a platform where you can showcase your skills, share content.
Connect with people.
Okay.
Build your brand.
And it should align. With my resume.
With your resume, yeah.
Right. So it's telling...
But it should tell a consistent story.
About
who you are.
Got it.
Okay.
I'm convinced time to give my LinkedIn profile.
Yes. Give it some love.
Some serious love. Any final words of wisdom?
One last thought.
Before we wrap up.
Your resume is a living document.
Okay, a living document.
It's not a one-time thing.
Right, so you should be
updating it.
Refining it. As you gain experience. New experience.
You learn new things.
New skills.
Yeah.
Okay? It should evolve. So it's an ongoing project.
Yes.
Not just a one-time task.
Exactly.
Okay, and remember.
Tailoring
is key. Every time I hit send.
Every single time.
On a job application.
Take the time to customize it.
I need to make sure it's a good fit.
Yes, make it a perfect fit.
This has been incredibly insightful.
Good, I'm glad.
Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us.
You're welcome, it was my pleasure.
And for helping us all level up our resume game.
Remember, you have a unique story to tell.
We do.
And your resume is your chance to share it.
Okay.
So make it amazing.
To all of you listening, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thanks for listening.
On this deep dive.
Into the world of resumes.
It's
a fascinating world.
It is. And, it's more than just a document.
It's more than just a piece of paper.
It's a powerful tool.
It's your tool.
For marketing yourself.
Yes.
And showcasing your unique value.
What makes you special?
To potential employers.
Let them know.
So go out there.
Yes, go out there.
And create a resume. That truly represents.
That shows them.
The amazing professional you are.
Exactly.
Until next time, happy job hunting.
Good luck, everyone.